Sister, you are so optimistic about Yunxiao being
but I believe
optimistic.
he is
Definitely the chosen one. Why? Hey.
He can resurrect
I don't
people.
even know what happened to myself. Doesn't this prove his extraordinary nature? Sister, can he really resurrect
Are you sure
people?
it's not
for other reasons, such as not being
or
having
completely
eaten
dead?
a miraculous elixir before death? Ji Yuanzhang still couldn't be
That
100%
resurrection
sure. Was done by Ji Yuanzhang. I suddenly appeared outside the function hall like that, remembering everything before death. With one more thing, that Yuntang resurrected me. Ji Yuanzhang was silent for a long time. Your Majesty, not speaking. Empress, after I left, how were Ji Yuntang and those officials? Oh, Your Majesty, nothing much happened.
That Brad didn't take advantage of me being taken away by the
show
sister.
Off, did he? Nothing much. The third grandson, Huang, just sat on the dragon throne. He sat on it proudly in front of all the officials. Sister, where is there such a daring person?
Where is there?
At night, Ji Yuntang returned. He was still worrying about assassinating Olju was something he couldn't do. He suddenly remembered something for a long time. Your Highness, Wang Mao, reply. Guard Your Highness was just here. He changed his clothes and disappeared. What clothes did he change into?
It seemed to be a set of black clothes.
Holy crap! This fool. Assassination of Ji Yuanzhang task has begun execution. Ji Yuntang was shocked now.
Saying the assassination task
Ji Yuntang
had started in his
execution
haste
towards the
immediately
Qianqing
set
Palace.
off.
Mao, don't do anything stupid. What's the point of this?
He's dead anyway.
It's over. Completely over. In that instant, Ji Yuntang's heart went cold. He initially disliked Ji Yuanzhang, treated him badly. He was still his grandfather. Why did you leave? Your death was too sudden.
Your death
Why did you
is so
suddenly
tragic.
pass away? Although you haven't been good all
Didn't
these
care
years
for me
at
and
all.
favored
You
others
are still
over
my
me.
grandfather. But luckily, I should be able to resurrect him. He wasn't so sad
What
anymore.
are you
doing? My grandfather is dead. What do
You
you
are
think
not
I'm doing?
dead.
You are wishing for my death. No, I didn't mean that.
You did mean that.
You came in wailing. You didn't mean that.
You little brat.
You are just wishing for my death.
Truly
just
not.
now, a few imperial doctors
thought
let you
saying
have passed
someone
away
was
or
dead.
you still there to say that. So you didn't wish for my
Then
death.
I
ask you, why did Huang Mao try to assassinate
down
me?
and felt
Because
a little
although Ji
touched,
Yuntang was
he
just
could see
howling
that Ji
and
Yuntang
not
was
crying,
genuinely
showed
anxious.
that in his grandson's grandfather still had a place. That's right. Where is
One
Huang
last
Mao?
thing.
If you want to buy a car, look for Guozi. You can choose from home. You admit you sent Huang Mao to assassinate
This
me.
matter
is quite troublesome to explain.
me,
Where is Huang
he
Mao
sneaked
now? Into my private chamber late at night. This kid is truly formidable.
An ordinary skilled
would
expert.
at most be captured outside the Qianqing Palace. He actually
MBA
managed to sneak
before
into the
being
chamber.
discovered by the
If
experts
it weren't for the
inside,
many experts protecting
he would have
me,
actually succeeded.
he sustained some injuries.
The imperial physicians
He has
came
been
to treat him.
controlled and tied up now. I know you hold a grudge against me, but I truly didn't expect
Your
resentment towards me to
You
be
even
so
ordered
great.
him to
I told him
assassinate
to
me.
protect you. Yet you told
This
him to
is
kill
a
me. That kid
misunderstanding.
is not
He
right in the
misinterpreted
head.
what
the
I
more
meant.
I said not to
The more
assassinate
he
you,
thought
I was speaking
I
in
won't
reverse.
listen. I
The
won't
tortoise
listen.
is chanting scriptures. No, this is a terrible
This guy
injustice.
is
I
a
told him to
one-time
only
mind, and he
listen to
really
me. Only listens to
He
me. inexplicably thought I wanted to
So
kill you
whatever
and
I
usurp
said.
the throne. He thought I was
That's
hinting
how
for him
this
to
terrible
assassinate.
injustice
Actually,
came about.
Ji Yuanzhang
That
also
no matter
knew in
how
his
much of a
heart,
scoundrel Ji
Huang
Yuntang
Mao's
was,
intelligence.
even if
He
others
wouldn't
didn't
order
know,
someone to
could
call
only
him
not know.
non-track-minded is an
You say
overstatement.
it's a
But the facts
misunderstanding.
are now laid bare. What do you want me to do? How about this? Drag Huang Mao out and behead him. This guy is just a little slow. That's actually
Then
fine.
you take the punishment
I am
for
the
him.
emperor after
Just
all. Letting an attempted assassination slide. Fine.
All
so
right.
this is how
If you want to
play.
kill
In
or
any
educate
case,
me,
you can
forget
forget
about
about
it.
resurrecting my father
And
my
mother.
mother, and
Who's
your threatening
brother?
whom here. He finally managed to grab a point to threaten
Only
Ji
to be
Yuntang.
threatened in
This
return.
grandfather of his really can't outplay this grandson of his. Your Highness, I never thought you would rather die than let me suffer.
Daisy is so touched.
worry. In the future, I, Huang Mao, will gladly
Although
go
I
through fire
failed
today.
today.
I'll
Water
continue
for
next
you.
time. Hey, just calm down. Your Highness, You don't need to
never
be
betray
afraid.
you.
At worst, I'll just die.
Have it.
Open
Damn
the
it.
door wide for Huang Mao's martial power.
firmly shut
the window for Huang Mao's intelligence. Did you hear? And you still say you're not involved. What to do about this mess. Whatever you say. My heart is tired. I don't want to talk. Was instantly he originally wanted to make it difficult and he didn't back at Ji Yuanjang. If he really punishes Ji Yuntong, will his sister agree? Punishing Huang Mao isn't realistic either. Ji Yuntong will definitely retaliate. All comes back to the conflict with Ji Yuntong. Get out, all of you. Get out. What's wrong? You're not killing me anymore. Less nonsense. In my life, there are only a few people who can manipulate me. And you are another now. I must really owe you something. Hey. Ju Yuntong laughed and was about to leave with the assistant's voice ring out in his mind. The mission to attack Ji Yuanjang has failed the first time. Please continue to try. What? I can try again. Attack, not assassinate. So it's not absolutely as long as it's an attack. Kill him. Yuntong, what are you doing with such a trick? Are you trying to pull now? Surprise. Yuntong, what are you doing with such a trick? Are you up to now? Nothing, grandfather. I think your fingernails are too long. You little scoundrel. You really want to cut me up. Don't be like that, grandfather. I'm just trimming your nails. Such utter treason. Aren't you afraid of being struck by lightning? Marquis, do you think we should intervene? How do you know the grandfather and grandson aren't just playing around? That makes sense. Can this really be called playing around? Stupid? So dumb, and you commander of the Imperial Guards and commandant of the embroidered uniform guard. Having heard of Ji Yuanjang, he loved to watch it over. This matter must be related to Ji Yuntong. It's Ji Yuntong. The emperor treats him so well. Dared to have someone assassinate him. Outrageous. This time, I absolutely won't spare him. Ji Yuntong is actually chasing old Kill with a knife. Insane. Utterly insane. Didn't you see inside? We did. The grandfather and grandson seem to be chasing the emperor with a knife. His imperial grandson is trimming his majesty's nails. And this farce ended with emperor's hurried arrival. All right, the old and the young. What are you all doing up so late instead of sister? Yuntong went mad first. That brat tried to assassinate me. Now he's wielding a huge knife, insisting on trimming my nails. He's trying to chop me down. Yuntong, your grandmother must tell you to wield a knife and go after your grandfather. No amount of resentment justifies this. Sigh. Grandmother, I didn't want to either, but I have my reasons. Tell us. I can't tell you. If I say it out loud, in short, it might have some reasons. I absolutely must attempt to assassinate grandfather. I don't want to bear the reputation of killing my grandfather. You still care about the reputation of killing your grandfather. It's very important. You'll understand later. Ju Yuntong dared not reveal the mission out loud. It might be in that case complete failure. Why don't you just let Yuntong attempt the assassination? Sister, my dear sister, what kind of talk is that? Pretend I didn't say anything. Ma had faith in Ji Yuntong, believing that the more incomprehensible his actions there was behind them. Forget it. We'll leave the matter of the assassination attempt for next time. Grandfather, I told you I'm doing something there with it. He's an emperor, being subjected to an assassination attempt by Ji Yuntong, and even cooperate. Who can he complain to? Grandmother, this third brother is truly going too far. Commit such treason? Your grandson truly cannot stand by and grandmother but I cannot. I must seek justice for my imperial grandfather. Ju Yunwen, why are you here? Grandfather, I heard there was an assassin here. So worried about your safety, I rushed over. I never thought it would be third brother. He is truly going too far. Wait a minute. If I recall correctly, weren't you punished with 1 month of confinement in the Eastern Palace? Grandfather. Although I feel that being confined to the Eastern Palace compared to Ji Yuntong's treason. How can you compare the two? You were ordered to be confined, yet you ran out. You are becoming more and more disobedient, aren't you? Grandfather, your majesty, I was just scolding you and I got holding a knife. We're talking about your problem now. Don't keep bringing up Yuntong. Now it seems your mother hasn't taught you well either. How about this? You and your mother both go to the Fengxin Hall to observe vegetarianism and reflect in front of your father until you ... become better. Your Highness, you still say you don't want to kill His Majesty. I just said, forget it. With your intelligence, it's pointless for me to explain. Don't underestimate me. What's wrong with my intelligence? I'm as clever as a monkey. You only look like a monkey. Your Majesty.
Your humble subject heard that your imperial grandson Yunxiao attempted to assassinate your Majesty.
How come I don't know about
Imperial Guard.
Was there really an assassination attempt
I haven't heard anything.
Quite a few people are falsely accusing me, grandfather. Could I do such a thing?
How dare you say that?
Doesn't your conscience hurt, grandfather? You must
These
do me
civil
justice.
officials must have been
falsely
provoked.
accuse me like this.
Don't you know whether you're being falsely accused
Stop
or
talking.
not?
What if you let slip the truth? What then? Wait, say what you need to say.
Why are you coming up
Why
here?
are you hiding behind your back? Congratulations! You brute, utterly defenseless.
The officials were stunned. Didn't they say there
What
was
is he
no
doing
attempt
last
again
night?
right in front
Ju
of
Yunxiao
everyone,
lunged
completely
forward.
catching Ji Yuanjing off
The
guard
two
down the
tackling
steps
him.
of the imperial days.
You rascal! You rascal! Grandfather, this time it really wasn't
Ji
intentional.
Yuanjing was
He
covered
had
in
diarrhea all
His weak
night.
body
almost couldn't take it anymore.
Wait.
You really want to kill me.
You little scoundrel.
I've had enough. Ding! Congratulations to the master for completing
A relative
the
of the
assassination
master has
mission.
been randomly resurrected.
It's done. It's done. Grandfather,
Done what?
Done what?
What
on earth are you up to?
You must
brat.
explain clearly
Oh,
today.
I see.
Assassination
It
doesn't
just has to cause
necessarily
injury
mean
to
killing
sound.
him.
Who was resurrected?
At Fengshan Hall,
Ji
couldn't take
Yuanjing.
Ji Yuntang's torment
After
anymore.
all, Huang Mao's assassination
given him
attempts the
diarrhea
night before.
all night.
He was already
And
mentally
then he was
exhausted.
embarrassed
again first thing
How
in the
could
morning.
his
old bones endure such torment?
You rascal.
You cannot keep acting so
Don't
wildly.
be angry,
I succeeded.
grandfather.
Wait, there's a surprise coming. Huh? A surprise? What surprise? This old man sees only
Fine,
shock. Fine. I admit I have wronged you all these years.
I have
neglected you. I owe you an apology.
It's
understandable that you
that
have
you want
resentment,
revenge on
that
me.
you want to torment me. I can actually understand
But you
it
have
all.
tormented
me enough. Facing Ji Yuanjing's incessant complaints, Yunxiao had no
and
mind to
became
listen.
even more anxious.
Didn't it say a relative would be randomly
Where is the
resurrected?
person?
Too much. Too much. I'm talking to you. No. Grandfather, I mean, there's a surprise
No
coming.
sooner had he
a
said
figure
this-
appeared outside the main hall. Why are there two figures? Empress Lo was holding Crown Prince
And
Biao's
Ji Yunwen was
memorial
holding
tablet.
Crown Prince
the mother
Biao's
and
portrait.
son walked one striding
after the
into
other.
Fengshan Hall.
This is the surprise you were talking about.
No, where is the surprise? Then I don't know where it went. Your daughter-in-law, Crown Prince Biao's concubine La, pays her
Your
respects
grandson
to his
Ji Yunwen
imperial
pays his
majesty,
respects to his
Empress La.
imperial grandfather.
What are you doing? How dare you? Bring Biao's memorial tablet into Fengshan
What
Hall.
are you
trying to
do?
Ji Yuanjing wanted
But
to explode. The
couldn't.
moment he saw Crown Prince
Ji
Biao's
Yuanjing
memorial
knew.
Empress Lo was absolutely playing a dangerous game. Your Imperial Majesty
With the
above.
Crown Prince's memorial
I,
tablet
concubine
before
La,
us.
feel deeply
request
wronged. Justice from your Majesty
Please,
and all the
Imperial
officials grandfather.
present.
What
Have
exactly
pity.
do you
Oh,
want?
Your
Majesty, ever since my sister
All
passed
matters,
away, big and small, in the Eastern Palace
by
were
your
entrusted
Majesty's
to me
decree.
to officially take the position
assist
in
the
the
crown
Eastern
alone.
Palace.
Raised a group of children.
I ask myself, in all these years,
And managed
I have
the
been
Eastern
cautious,
Palace diligently.
teaching the Crown Prince's children without fault. When the Crown Prince was alive, he praised
But your
me. Imperial grandson, Yantang, at the time of Yunwen's
Said things
installation,
that
condemned me to hell, denying your Majesty's decision to appoint me,
Denying
my years of contribution,
denying
the Crown Prince's praise
Such
for me.
remarks
truly chill the heart and cause deep anguish. Now, before the Crown Prince's memorial tablet, I ask your Imperial Majesty
If I
to
have
judge my
committed
guilt.
a great
offense
Please,
all these
your
years.
Majesty,
Punish me before the Crown
I have to
Prince's
say,
tablet. Playing the emotional card is
Ji
indeed
Yuanjing
effective.
was left
Ji Yuntang,
speechless.
in turn, became the worst
Imperial
person.
grandfather,
Your
and
grandson has also
too.
studied
Reading
hard all
books,
these years,
writing
essays, studying relentlessly,
burning the midnight
since
oil.
Imperial grandfather
And
chose
decided
your
to
grandson.
install your
Why would
grandson
you?
as the
Because
heir.
of a
Young
person with
minstrel,
poor conduct,
misbehavior,
disobedience, and a terrible
Deny
reputation.
everything
your grandson has achieved
with
with
just
just
a few words.
extreme temper and bad
In the
behavior
Eastern
Palace over the years were caused by me and my
Then
mother.
was
my father, the Crown Prince, also
The civil
deliberately
officials
targeting
whispered
him
and agreed with
However,
these words.
These words, which
Only
were
made Ji
extremely
Yuntang
unfavorable
feel
to Ji
ridiculous.
Yuntang, was
He
not
still
in a
chose to
hurry.
remain
Wanted to see
silent.
what other tricks Concubine Lei and Ji Yunwen
Concubine
had
La
up their
Yunwen.
sleeves. What exactly
We
do you
ask
want
your
your
Majesty
Majesty for fairness?
for an explanation.
My son Yunwen has done nothing
Yet he
wrong.
is
starting to be ignored
and
by your
shunned
Majesty.
by your Majesty.
On the other hand, Ji
Conduct
Yuntang
is
so
atrocious.
His actions so hateful.
Yet your
Majesty is extremely
your
tolerant,
Majesty.
and your Majesty
He
endorses
insults
your Majesty, and your Majesty
He
also
even
attempts to assassinate your majesty.
Your majesty still
endures it.
Your majesty places him under house
sends me to Fengxin Hall to observe vegetarianism.
Yunwen only went to see your majesty because he was worried about your majesty's
tells him to go to
safety during
Fengxin
his
Hall too.
confinement.
How unjust.
Concubine Lisette
Yunwen held up
Jubiao's portrait.
I have to
crying
say,
heartbreakingly.
this scene is
truly
moving,
powerful.
simply too moving.
I even want to cry.
The mother and son employed a strategy
Widow
of
and
self-pity.
orphan solicit
the
emotional
right
and
and
precedent,
wrong.
dragging others
Of
down.
course,
And
the most
using
important
contrast
thing
I have
is
to
your
say,
acting.
It's one word.
Jiyantang,
Amazing.
is it
possible that what I said is not
Setting aside whether what you said
I
is
just
true
ask
or not.
After saying all this, what do you want?
To get justice. To ask for fairness.
Oh, grandfather, they just want justice. Just
And
give it to them.
fairness.
How?
Why did you say that?
You make it sound as if all you hear is
Didn't you
unwilling to give it.
understand?
Mother and son just want justice. Just
And
give it to
fairness.
them, and it will be
But
over.
how to give it?
Grandfather,
Seriously.
everything concubinely and
Simply
Yunwen
expresses
said
one
that
thing.
you, the emperor, have
To
treated
give them
fairness
fairness and justice.
You just have to treat them well. Revoke the punishment for
To observe
concubine
vegetarianism
and recite
It's
scriptures
no
at
big
Fengxin
deal.
Hall. It seems
That's all.
It seems that's the point. Let's
Fine.
just assume that some of these things were indeed
Concubine
unfair. Yunwen, you don't
Fengxin
need
Hall
to
to
go observe
too.
vegetarianism. Recite
Concubine
scriptures
no
was
way
reflect
after
anymore.
all
that trouble. That's your
all.
majesty. Your daughter-in-law does not
All this
dare
is
say
because
your majesty
is at
was
fault.
misled by
It
Jiyantang.
all stems from
Jiyantang's slander against
his
me
groundless
I
accusations.
ask your majesty to severely
After
punish
all,
Jiyantang. I am the crown princess appointed
I
by
am
your
Jiyantang's
majesty.
mother.
I beg your majesty
Crown
to dispense
princess
in front
justice.
of the grand empress. What kind of crown
You are
princess
Yunqing's
are you?
mother.
Then what am I?